Hey everybody, good Tuesday morning. Top of the morning to you. Eddie Williams Sellers coming to you here at 7:09 this morning on this Tuesday morning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's do the morning post this morning. A fragile ceasefire. Now that Jesus has returned to earth in the form of Trump, I'm sure everything is going to be getting a lot better now. You know, with that meme yesterday with Trump. Like Jesus, whatever. And then when they asked him about it, he said, I wasn't Jesus, I was a doctor for the Red Cross. Oh my God. I just find that so hilarious. And then for some of his people that follow him, they'll be like, yeah, that's it. He wasn't Jesus. He was the doctor. He was a doctor for the Red Cross. Y'all, good heavens, that's hilarious. You have to admit that's funny. A fragile ceasefire. Now that Jesus has returned in the form of Trump, I'm sure everything is going to start getting much better. Vance says that Iran is using economic terrorism against the world by holding that Strait of Hormuz. Did I even say that right? No, probably not. As he is speaking for a man that just threatened an entire civilization with nuclear weapons before daylight. And yet, they're going to use the word terrorism? In this war with Iran, between Iran and Israel and America, y'all, who are the real terrorists in all this? I'm just saying. I'm not picking either one of the three. But if you just scratch your head and think for a minute, who really is being the terrorist in this? It didn't take long for the Democrats to pull the plug on Eric Swalwell. I keep wanting to say Swalwell, but it's Swalwell. That's the way it should be. And actually, that gives me hope in the country, that we don't get down in the trash bin like we have with MAGA over the years. That other people will stand up and do what's right. The world would be a much better place today if a lot of you MAGA people had did the same thing when Trump, all them stuff paid prostitutes. Y'all Baptists out there. He paid $130,000 to Stormy Daniels because she gave him a blowjob. That godly man, Yeah. And he didn't like it when she said his little goober was little. Big old orange man. 80 years old with pancake all on his face and spray tan. And a little bitty goober. We shouldn't shame people for little goobers, but maybe that's why he's got to act so manly all the time, because he's dealing with dwarfism in his penis area. Who knows? I'm just speculating. Who knows? I haven't never played with it or wanted to. Oh my God. Could you imagine having sex with Donald Trump? Come on before Melania gets here. Ooh. Go on, Eddie. Quit. Your imagination goes down rabbit holes. Go on. Melania might get here. Who would want to have sex with Melania? She looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger maybe went through, I had nothing to do with the Jeffrey Epstein thing. Well, we all know she's a mail order bride. That's all she was a mail order bride. Rich people can do that. They can pay for mail order brides. I don't like her, y'all. I don't like her. And if you don't like it, I don't like you either. Kiss my ass. I don't give a shit. You looking at somebody who's lived 70 years of living and has such liberty and freedom now, I can say any goddamn thing I want to say it how I want to say it, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't need your money. I don't need your hearts clicking on here. I don't need you kissing my butt. I don't give a shit. But I'm having fun with life. So anyhow, let me see. Where was I? Gavin Newsom strikes me as someone who may have skeletons in his closet also. He kind of reminds me a little bit of the Swalwell guy. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't really like Gavin Newsom. Anyone with the judgment to have married Kimberly Guilfoyle makes me doubt anything about him. You know, she's been all with Trump and on Fox News, and she was supposed to get married to Don Jr. Got them big old California lips. If you see this picture on here on my face, she looks like a $2 whore. Look at her. I don't like her. And Gavin Newsom, that was his wife, you know. What kind of judgment's that man got? So I don't know. Go on, Eddie. I wish that Mayor Pete wasn't gay. If he wasn't gay, he would be perfect for president. He's smart. He has charm. He has the it factor. He can connect with people. He's decent. He's honest. He's kind. He has served our country in the military. I think he will run again. I don't think the country will elect an openly proud gay man. Lest we forget, gays are still on the top of the list. Top of the hate list among evangelicals. The Democrats don't really have a person right now that I can think of. One must arise. Nobody on the scene now has the charisma to catch lightning in a bottle, like Carter or Obama did. Yes, Jimmy Carter caught lightning in a bottle back when his peanut brigade went to Iowa. I know that's way ancient history, and some of you people don't get it. I remember the peanut brigade and his mama. Jimmy Carter had his mama out there campaigning for him. I think the country may need a unity ticket to come forward, like an Adam Kinzinger and a John Ossoff ticket, either one. A ticket that could reach out to both sides. I would love to see a ticket of John Ossoff and Liz Cheney. Yeah, Liz Cheney's courage has sowed me. They're two very serious people who would not only lead the country, but would lead the world. Ossoff and Cheney would. Give the world some comfort. Looking back on the administration of Joe Biden, I am very disappointed in Biden. He should have done more, y'all. He should have shaken that place up after the insurrection and all this. He should have went in there and like a bomb went off and just cleaned house and shook that whole Washington up. Instead, and he should have never run for a second term. Instead, he and his wife, Dr. Jill Biden, like typical politicians, became power hungry and just wanted to hold on to the White House at any cost, even if they had to roll him around, you know, in half senility. If Harris runs again, she will lose. She said the other day she may run again. She will lose in the primaries. As a former paid Harris supporter, I watched her up close during the campaign, stood within feet of her several times, was at her events, campaigned tirelessly for her. I told Ava 3 weeks before the election that she was going to lose. I said she doesn't have the it factor. She refused to step away from her campaign advisors and just be her natural self. She was too packaged. She didn't connect with people in a charismatic way. She is not a good campaigner. I hope she doesn't run. She has no better chance of becoming president than Keisha Lance Bottoms does of becoming governor of Georgia. I don't know what that campaign is for. She was not a good mayor. The Democrats will take the House back in November and maybe a real blue wave, maybe even by 50 states. We may even take the Senate, but the country needs a new way forward for president. It would be good to have prosecutions for all the crimes that have gone on during this administration. But that's not going to move the country forward, you know. And antitrust laws need to be brought back. Huge corporations, especially in media, have to be broken apart. We need a serious president next go-round that will get stuff done, not another Biden. We have a couple of rocky years ahead of us, y'all, to figure it all out. But for now, thank God Jesus has returned in the form of Trump to guide us through this weary period. The picture over on my Facebook page, Vanson Guilfoyle, if that's how you say it. Anyhow, good morning. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Love y'all. Let's go. Let's get her done. I got a doctor's appointment today at 11 o'clock. Got to run up here to Buckhead. Think I might go by Pikes and look around for a minute. Want to stop by Habitat today and see if I can find any stuff there maybe I can use. But anyhow, so it is. The world goes on. As the world turns, as an old skit from Carol Burnett's show used to be. See y'all.